Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. This is the most awaited video that okay, chill. I don't know if Blinks were actually expecting this, but this is a spouses reading for BLACKPINK. Now, I think they are old enough that some of them were probably thinking about getting married or stuff like that, so I think it is time to do the reading. Actually, it's because I finished all the girlfriend ones. Now it's time. But anyway, I haven't done this type of readings in such a long time that if I sound kind of rusty as hell and I just don't seem to know my own format of things, is because I don't remember that well. Also, I have a piece of paper right in front of me with the questions, and I have all the cards right here ready to go, so I'm excited. What's the other thing? We're going to go in each order, and I think I can fit all the members in one video, so that's good. There, is there anything else? Alright, I was going to mention that if I sound kind of weird is because I woke up with a stuffy nose, so yeah, I hope that doesn't bother you guys. But I'm debating if there's anything else I have to say. I think we should just jump into the reading, and we're gonna start with Jisoo. So I'll explain the format here. There's going to be 5 questions, and we're gonna have them all here, like, set up differently. So the first question is Jisoo thinking of marriage? Yes or no? Like, is Jisoo thinking of marriage? No. So we have Justice reverse. We have Ace of Autumn, or the Ace of Pentacles, reversed as well. And we have Unity upright, which, if I'm correct, is a Hierophant in tarot. It's weird. I have a feeling that she has thought about it, but she's not currently pressuring herself to get married. Or it could be the other way around. So with Justice reverse, it kind of feels that right now it seems like Jisoo wants to find harmony and wants to be in a place where she is balanced and she is stable, it seems, because Justice is all about harmony, all about balance, as you have the scales with the Justice card. Also, in this deck, it is number 8 instead of number 11. I just want to mention that because with 8, we are talking about infinite possibilities. So I do feel that right now, Jisoo is just thinking of all the other things she can do, and marriage seems to be something that she's putting on hold, or she may not feel ready for it yet. And I think I know why. We have the Ace of Autumn. The Ace of Autumn is the equivalent to the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles talks about work, career, finances, and health. With it in reverse, I do feel that there's still a lot of new projects that she wants to work in and a lot of new things that she wants to do. So I do feel that that's why she's putting love in the back burner, or like marriage in the back burner. But the other message that I kind of got with the Ace of Autumn reverse was that she probably doesn't have a potential partner she will like to be married to, because it seems like she wants marriage to be like a long-lasting thing. Because the Ace of Autumn usually talks when we are talking about relationships, it usually means to have a long-lasting, established, and stable relationship. So I do feel that she may not have that yet, and because of that, she's not thinking of marriage. But the other thing that I was getting is that maybe she wants to wait for marriage because right now she's working on her career. As I mentioned, Autumn, or Pentacles energy, is all about career, finances, health, and of course work. The other card that we have right here is Unity, with number 5. 5 is all about change, and Unity is the equivalent of the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is all about traditions. However, this card represents Taurus energy, and Taurus is a very stubborn, persistent sign, very determined. And with that, I was thinking, if this kind of connects to Jisoo's career, we're talking about an individual that's slowly making progress and growing in that area of their life. So So I do feel that right now she's nurturing and taking care of her career to the point that she will also do that with her marriage life. Like, she will nurture that one and take care of that. So I don't think she's in any rush, but she may be, like, it feels like she has thought about it, and she has said, like, okay, that's for later on in her life, or like later on in the future. But right now it seems like she's focusing on her career. So the answer is no, she's not thinking of marriage right now. The next cards, let's take them out. So the second question is to figure out what type of partner Jisoo will get. And the first card that we're going to take out is a type of partner or spouse that she wants. We have the thoughts. And the next card that I'm going to take out is going to be asking what type of spouse does she need. Tarantula. Okay. So it seems like the type of spouse or partner that Jisoo wants is, we have the thoughts with a earth element. So that tells me that she wants someone that's very stable. She wants someone that has it together. She wants an individual that is very cunning, very smart. I'm thinking is more like socially smart or street smart, right? So someone that is very witty, someone that can think in the fly, someone that is very good at dealing with situations on the go. So they're very good at adjusting to situations. But despite all of that, very stable. She may want someone that is very good at planning. With all of the orange, it tells me that she wants someone that is very confident, someone that is very motivated and inspired to move forward. And she may also want someone that's fluffy and cuddly, as we have the thoughts looking fluffy and cuddly. But the type of partner that she needs in her life is a tarantula. Here we have a fire element, as we have the triangle pointing up. And to me, this symbolizes someone that she may need someone that is a little bit more, not necessarily distant, as in like they can't get along with people, but more as in like someone that keeps to themselves, someone that has found like their higher purpose in life and they're going for that. We have reds, yellows, and oranges, so it tells me that she definitely needs someone super grounded, someone that knows how to work with their reality and is rooted on earth and knows how to work with, I guess, real life was the word that came up, but I don't know if that's really the word I'm looking for. So the tarantula's meaning is usually an individual that has found what their purpose in life is, and they're working towards that. They're making it happen. They understand what it is that they desire in life. So I do feel that with these two cards right next to each other, the difference is not much, I feel. If anything, the only difference is that Jisoo wants an individual that's more sociable or very good at adjusting to change. However, I do feel that she needs someone that is a little bit more stable and maybe doesn't necessarily need to be like a lone wolf of sorts, but it's definitely someone that's very focused on their goals, very focused on their mission, whatever they set out themselves to do in this lifetime. But it seems like grounded and stability is essential either way. If that's what she wants, or that's also what she needs. I got very close to the mic, I'm sorry. So the next card that I'm going to take out is going to answer what type of spouse will Jisoo get. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. The Six of Pentacles. That's good. Oh wait, and this card was already looking up. The Chariot. Okay, so that tells me that Jisoo might end up with a spouse that's very absent-minded sometimes. Like very grounded, very stable, very concentrated on what their goal is in life, but at the same time, you know, those people, like this is giving me like Virgo vibes. You know, those people that are very hardworking, constantly going to like reach their goals, but at the same time, since those individuals are so in their head trying to organize everything and do everything, they reach a point where they are not super aware of their reality because they're thinking of what they're going to do. That's the vibes that I got. But at the same time, it could just be me who is in that energy. So yeah, that could just be me. So here is just giving us more information of Jisoo's spouse. We have the whale, oh my god, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which tells me that this individual is constantly expanding despite finding it very difficult to. I do feel that if this person wants to get things done, it's kind of difficult for them to get them done because there is like a sense of life will do its course, its fate, its destiny for things to happen the way that they have to happen. So I do feel that for this individual, if they want to rush things or slow down, it's very hard for them to make that happen because it feels like whatever purpose it is that this individual is going towards is very time sensitive, it feels. So this could mean that this person will find it very hard to just expand on maybe their career. They're gonna find it difficult to succeed, or they will find it difficult to find the projects that they want and stuff like that. So it seems like there's a lot of hiccups and a lot of things holding back this individual. But personality wise, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, this person could feel like they're not that lucky, or they could feel like they have to constantly go against the current, and they might clash a lot with other people because of this very strong and necessary survival instinct to push forward. The other card that we have is the Six of Pentacles, which is actually very good. This tells me that this person is going to be very fair and equal. Jisoo's spouse will be an individual that will be giving everything this person receives to her. So what I mean by that is that if she brings her spouse food or brings this person gifts and time and care and all of that, this person will reciprocate and give that in return to her as well. So the Six of Pentacles is an equal give and take relationship, so very healthy in that sense. The other thing that I'm getting is that this person is an individual who wants to have an equal partner. So I don't think this person is like of those individuals that is like, I want to give everything to my partner. No, it's more of like, I want an equal person next to me, someone that will enhance the person that they are now. It feels like this person doesn't believe in another half, or like this person is more like, having two wholes together, that type of mentality. And I also do feel that this person is someone that has a lot of good luck despite them not necessarily seeing it, because the Six of Pentacles also talks about getting fortune, a big fortune out of nowhere. The other card that we also have right here is the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy, and here we see like two horses facing like opposite directions. So there is a sense that this person will find it very difficult to make decisions, because I feel that this person is someone who looks at all aspects of a situation before a decision is made. So kind of like this Libra energy, I guess you could put it. But with Cancer, we're talking about an individual that is able to I'm getting a sense of having a balance between the mind and the heart. So this person is very good at consulting the logical aspects of a situation, but also consulting their heart to figure out, is this really what I want? Is this really what I desire? Is this really going to satisfy whatever it is that I'm aiming for? That type of mentality. But also with the Chariot, we're talking about someone that is that is very assertive with their decisions. So even if this person doesn't strike me as wishy-washy, this just strikes me as an individual that takes their time in making decisions, but when they make a decision, they just go for it. Laser focus, that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm going for, that's what I'm striving and working towards. That's the type of mentality and energy that I'm getting for this person. But I do feel that this person is very caring and very nurturing with that Cancer energy that we have with the Chariot. This doesn't mean that this person is a Cancer. It just means that they have that energy very prominent within them. That's why I do feel that this person has a very healthy relationship with their heart and their mind. But let's go on to the next question. The next question is going to tell us what type of wife Jisoo will be. You have the Four of Wands reverse. The Hangman. Oh crap. Okay. A bunch of cards just kind of flipped up. But I'm just taking one. And the Hierophant again. Okay, this tells me that Jisoo is pretty... It's strange. There's a sense of having very traditional views about partnerships and how do you call it, and marriage and relationships, but also very free and non-conventional, because we have here the Hangman, which talks about seeing things from a different point of view, a different perspective, and then we also have the Four of Wands reverse, which talks about, you know, marriage. It's like celebration, but that's my wedding card, you know, that talks about home and family and weddings and celebration and stuff like that. But then we also have the Hierophant, that is a very traditional card. So I'm just kind of like, there seems to be this thing where I think Jisoo is okay with the idea of marriage and having a partner and stuff, but she definitely wants to have the freedom to do what it is that she wants. I don't feel that she is pretty content with the constricting traditional, usually expected type of like marriage life that she may be accustomed to. It seems like she wants enough wiggle room to do what she wants. And since she's so career orientated, I think that could be the reason. Like, she wants to focus on her career, and based on the jobs that she has, it will make it very difficult to have a very traditional marriage. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You know, when the woman stays at home, cooks, and does all of that. You know, those old school ideas. But I think she will also like to enjoy doing that for her partner once in a while. You know, just nurture the person she's going to be with and care for them. I do feel that she strongly believes in the idea of being united with someone and being loyal to that person. However, I do feel that she likes to do things differently. She doesn't really like to go with what is considered normal, traditional, or like the right way. You know what I mean? She likes to do things differently. So I do feel that she might be of those people that ends up with someone and doesn't get married with them, but they're together for so long that the relationship carries the same value as someone that did get married, if that makes sense. You know, the same loyalty, the same how should I put it, the same care and love and all of that a relationship needs to nurture and grow. But she won't necessarily like, she could be one of those people that doesn't need a contract, doesn't need those type of things. If she finds it beneficial, then maybe she'll go for it. I mean, it's a very Capricorn-like way of thinking, actually. So I do feel that she likes to see things differently, likes to do things differently. She likes to go at her own pace and do her own thing. So I do feel that there's a sense that, like, she wants to get married and have that type of life, but at the same time, she doesn't want that to intervene with the life that she already has and she's planning for. And her career seems to be the biggest thing that she doesn't want to be disturbed, as I think that is the thing that she's focusing on right now. So I do feel that this Four of Wands reverse is that she definitely wants a home that she makes of her own, but it may not be as traditional as people think it will be. The next cards that I'm going to take out are going to tell me what kind of married life Jisoo will have with her spouse. We have Givia's moon. You are very close to achieving your goal. Since this is the first reading, I'm still figuring out how much room and space everything takes in the frame. Oh, and then 2 cards. We have New Moon in Leo with Shine. And we have New Moon in Libra with Know You Are Loved. Yeah, that makes sense. So right here, it kind of feels that the married life that Jisoo will have is one that is very loving, caring. So I do feel that Jisoo wants that in a relationship. She really wants a type of relationship, and that's why you're very close to achieving your goal. So I do feel that very soon she'll... Okay, soon is relative, okay? What I mean by soon is that it's at least already written in the cards. It's already put up in the stars. It's already, I guess, soul-wise and fate, destiny-wise, already planned for her to find an individual that she's looking for. And the married life that she will have is Shine and Know You Are Loved. New Moon in Leo and New Moon in Libra. New moons talk about new beginnings. It talks about a new journey, a new start, a new chapter. So I do feel that Jisoo will have a partnership with an individual that will bring her a lot of transformations and a lot of new things, and will offer a lot of new perspective and ideas. Also, with this Leo and Libra energy, I'm getting a very flashy and even not necessarily, well, yeah, gentle, but I'm thinking of like charming. I'm thinking of, the word that I'm thinking of is flamboyant. So very out there, very flashy, love type of relationship. So she will end up having a married life that is filled with happiness and positivity. It's filled with trips to see the world and experience life. I do feel a sense of a lot of luxury. When you have Leo, you have a very flashy type of energy, and then when you have Libra, you have Venus energy. So you have the sun and Venus together, so very shiny. Like, I do feel that everyone will be okay. We'll see when we see the public's reaction, but I do feel that many people will see how happy they are together. Both cards are pretty optimistic. Both cards are usually cards that get out. I mean, Leo and Libra tend to get along. Both have a common sense of justice. Both are usually very optimistic, and both are very good at helping each other out, in the sense that Leo tends to be very dramatic and many people see Leo almost as conceited or selfish, because they like to be under the spotlight. They could be drama queens sometimes, but Libra tends to be okay with that energy, and they don't usually seem to be bothered with the Leo flashiness that many people could, like the light that Leo has. Libra tends to, like, the energy itself tends to not be bothered by it. It tends to be like, oh yeah, that's nice, that's shiny, applause, I'm okay with that type of energy. So Libra, usually that energy gets to see the very generous and caring side and the full loyalty that Leo offers. So I do feel this sense of tranquility, sense of beauty, and a lot of beautiful things, because I see the sunflowers and I feel happy. I feel very optimistic. But then I see the mountain on this new moon in Libra, and I feel a sense of tranquility and peace. We also have to keep in mind that this Libra card goes well with the Justice card that Jisoo got earlier in her reading. So it definitely feels that she will have the married life that is filled with equality, harmony, and peace. So I do feel that and I think that's because she will end up with someone that wants that as well. So she will be, it will translate very easily into her married life. So yeah, I'm guessing a lot of gifts will be given. I'm seeing a lot of, like, being under the spotlight. So a lot of people will probably look into this relationship, or they will not be afraid to express their married life. Now, the most interesting part of this reading, well, at least to me, is the last section, which is how will the public react to the marriage news. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Star reverse. And we have the Ace of Swords. Oh, it's not that bad actually. I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, it's not bad at all. So with the Knight of Wands, we have Sagittarius energy, Aquarius, and then an air element. I sense inspiration. I do feel that the type of partnerships that Jisoo will have will inspire a lot of people to look for their own relationship, if that makes sense. Like, it feels that it's going to be very balanced. It's going to be very filled with love and care and positivity, that the public will see that, feel that, and desire something like that. Even though the Star is reversed, I feel many people are going to desire something like that, because the Ace of Swords makes me think of someone that is inspired, someone that is motivated, and someone that starts thinking about new ideas. Aces are all about new beginnings, and with Swords we're talking about communication, speech, thoughts, and intellect, right? So I do feel that a lot of people are going to start thinking of a new beginning, or going to start thinking of change, or going to start thinking of something new. And I do feel also with the Ace, we're talking about being inspired. So I do feel that Jisoo's married life or the news will inspire other people to look forward to that, but also to look forward to their own life, I guess, or their own wishes and dreams. With the Knight of Wands, we're talking about I'm thinking of travel, I'm thinking of like moving forward. It's Sagittarius energy, so I do feel a sense of optimism. I'm feeling a sense of freedom and liberation. I'm getting okay. The first thought that I got when I saw the Knight of Wands was people with torches, almost protesting. So of course, I'm not surprised that there's like a divided energy. Even though I don't usually see the Knight of Wands in a negative light, I wouldn't be surprised if some people are going to be ready to complain about the news coming out, right? Especially with a Star reverse right next to it, is like dreams being shattered, or people losing hope, or people being pretty bummed out about it. Like, I'm not surprised that's one of the things that came out. But also, when I see the Star reverse, I feel that many people may be in a state where they're like, oh, I'm glad for Jisoo. I'm glad she found someone. I wish I could have someone like that. Because, when someone has a very nice relationship and many people see it, they start thinking, okay, that's good for them, but when will I have that, So I do feel that kind of goes very well with the Ace of Swords. Like, it will be like many people will start thinking, I want something like that. How can I get that? And then it will inspire them to start searching for that, or to start thinking, okay, that's a nice relationship. I will want that in mind as well. When you're planning like I want a partner like this, I want a relationship like this, or when you have goals, you're like, I want to I have these goals and I can achieve this because I saw other people do this and that, like inspiration, right, basically. But also with the Knight of Wands, I'm getting a sense of, okay, we're talking about action when we have wands, and since it's a knight, it's very young energy. It's like a young man or a teenager type of energy, right? So there's a lack of maturity of sorts. So if people are not mature enough, they're gonna say crap about this. But I'm also getting a sense of like immaturity, as in like people not having enough experience. So I do feel that some people will not necessarily take this the wrong way, but will just be like, oh, how does that work? Or like, how can I have something like that? Again, the sense of like inspiring something within people. So I do feel that there's, because I feel that the type of relationship or the type of married life that Jisoo will have is going to be different enough that it's going to cause people to be wondering how that works, and also wanting that and desiring that, I feel. So I think that's what the inspiration of wanting that comes in. So I don't necessarily think it's bad, I just think it's different. And that's why there's like a mixed reaction of some people not liking it at all, and then other people's finding that as inspiration to start figuring out what they want in their life. So yeah. So that's all I have to say for Jisoo's married life spouse reading. I hope you liked it. I think it was very fun, but at the same time, I don't know if it's me that is like, it's very early, so I just kind of woke up and did this reading and I'm just like, oh, trying to put my ideas together, or if it's really out there and different that I can't express in words what is actually going on with her reading. So yeah, I'll definitely leave that there, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. And I hope you like this reading. I will continue with the rest of BLACKPINK, but I'm saying bye right now for those people that don't watch all of them. Yeah. On to the next one. So, are you guys ready to check out Jennie's spouse reading? Let's jump into it and see what's going on there. So the first question that we have, this is divided into multiple questions, but the first one is going to be, let's figure out if Jennie is thinking of getting married right now. Is she currently thinking of getting married? We have the Ace of Winter. We have the Eight of Spring reversed. Yes. So the answer is yes. Upright, reverse, upright. So currently, Jennie is thinking of marriage or of getting married. I'm not saying she is. She's just thinking about it. I do this question just to see where the person I'm reading for stands about marriage or not. Just so yeah, so we have the Ace of Winter, we have the Eight of Spring or the Eight of Wands reversed, and then we have the Moon, which is the Moon. The Ace of Winter is the Ace of Swords in normal tarot. So this tells me that there's a sense of like, it seems like it's subconsciously in Jennie's mind, like it's in her, like she's thinking about it. But the Moon talks about our subconscious, the unknown, and what we're not aware of. So I think she has thought about it, and she has kind of like intuitively known that she wants to get married, or like it is part of her plan. But I don't think she's fully aware of it, and because of that, she's not taking action towards that. Oh, when we have the Eight of Spring, we are talking about, usually when it's upright, it's focused energy all in one goal and one target, and putting all of your energy in that one goal. However, when it's reversed, it's a sense of like it's scattered everywhere. All the action that an individual is taking, it's everywhere in different groups, in different areas, different projects. So with it being reversed, it kind of feels like, yeah, Jennie is, in some part of her, is thinking about marriage and that type of life. However, right now, it seems like she is focusing on doing many other things. She's taking action on many other projects and many other areas of her life. So it's not a priority of sorts, or it's not on the forefront of what she's doing right now. Like, that's not the first thing she's thinking of. Here, I'm going to read what the Moon says. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. So maybe either... Bro, I was gonna say maybe Jennie has had pretty bad experiences with marriage and that's why, but I don't know if she's gotten married. However, I mean, you can, even if people haven't gotten married, they can see how other marriage life works, or it goes for other people and go like, yeah, I don't want that. Also, I'm gonna read here the Ace of Winter. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately, amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So I do feel that there's a sense of Jennie hasn't really talked to herself and gone like, dear Jennie, what do you think about marriage? Like, I have a feeling she hasn't thought about it deeply enough to know that if that's what she wants. So I'm just saying it's not a priority for her, even though she has thought about it and she may be thinking about it. Like, she may, like, someone could have posted the question and she may have been like, okay, what do I think about marriage? How does that work for me? But I also feel that she's also not giving it much thought because she's focusing on other things. Maybe her soul desires it, or maybe there's still a lot of unknowns, that's why she can't see it happening, or she can't see it be part of her plan in or part of her goal to get married. Like it's not there yet because there's not enough information for her to make a decision about that. So maybe there's no person for her yet, or maybe she's focused on another area of her life that's having her struggle or like get more of her attention right now. So like let's say it's her career and there's multiple projects she wants to do. So right now it's like, yeah, she's not thinking of relationships or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it could be something along those lines. So the next question is going to be, what type of spouse will Jennie get? But the first card that I'm going to take out is going to be, what type of spouse will Jennie want? We have the tiger. Now we're going to ask, what type of spouse does Jennie need? Oh, that was fast. A bear. So the type of partner that Jennie wants is a tiger. We have a fire element. So she wants someone that has a sense of mystery, but at the same time someone that is very fiery, passionate, motivated, and loves to just take action and go for a go-getter, get what they want. We have the color orange as a primary color, so she wants someone that is very motivated and inspired and is just moving forward and achieving their goals. And with this tiger energy, someone that's kind of sneaky or mysterious or very intuitive, as we have a black moon on the third eye of the tiger. So definitely someone that, it almost feels like someone that is laying low and looking and observing before they jump in to take action. So definitely feels like she wants someone like that with this tiger energy. However, the type of partner that Jennie needs is actually a bear. Not super different, but a bear. So with this bear card, we have yellow and blue. So that tells me solar plexus and throat chakra, which the solar plexus talks about confidence, creativity, and what was the other one? Optimism. As we have the sun right here, so someone that is very optimistic, shining bright, very happy, pretty content, and very confident. And then with the blue, we're talking about the throat chakra, which talks about self-expression and speaking your truth. So, in this case, I do feel that Jennie needs a partner that is very honest, knows how to speak up, knows how to say things, knows how to communicate, and also is very confident with the words that they say, very confident with the person that they are, and very optimistic and creative in the sense of like, they just know how to work with life, they just know how to do things. But with the bear card, we're talking, the meaning of it is like an awakening of sorts. Someone that is waking up from hibernation, someone that has grown, someone that has developed. And to me, bears symbolize a sense of overcoming fears. So I do feel that Jennie needs an individual who has experienced life in such a way, or has gone through some experiences that has caused this individual to grow up into this new version of themselves and transformed into this new version of themselves. It feels like she needs someone that has battle scars of sorts. I don't mean that literally. I mean that as in someone that has experienced life in such a way, and someone that life has beaten them down to the point that this person had to transform and change into this new person. I feel like that's kind of what she needs. Now, the next cards that I'm going to take out is just going to tell me a little bit more about this individual and what type of spouse Jennie will get. I had to look back at my questions. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. We have the Hermit reversed. Look, there's another bear. Yes, and we have the High Priestess upright. There's a sense of, the first thing I thought of when I saw the Five of Pentacles was abandonment issues. But what I think is, with it in reverse, I actually feel that this person may have had some issues where they were always left alone, or people always left them behind. So this person will be super loyal in the sense of being a person that will always stay by Jennie's side. Also, with the Hermit reverse, we have an individual that has either it could be someone that doesn't want to go in that hermit mode, but because of the bear card that is up here, I have a feeling that Jennie will have someone that is slowly coming out of their shell, or will end up with someone that is constantly transforming themselves and constantly has to push themselves to go out there and go out of their comfort zone. Because with this hermit card, I'm actually not getting anything bad. Because when you have the hermit upright, it talks about someone that has to go in isolation and be on their own to enlighten themselves and learn more about themselves and all of that stuff. However, with it being reversed, it's kind of like coming out of that hermit mode, or it could also mean people that are avoiding going in isolation to know themselves better. But I do feel that this person, since this person has, you know, if this is the type of partner that Jennie needs, then this person has already gotten out of that zone, or is slowly going out of that and having their self-awakening of sorts. So I do feel that this kind of just shows, or it means that this person will constantly need and will constantly be going out of their comfort zone and will always be pushing themselves to grow and be better. This could be someone that has a lot of growing and transformations that they have to go through, but it could also mean that this is someone that actively makes themselves change and transform and become a different person of sorts. Not a different person as in like they do a 180, but more as in like a 360. They go through a cycle and they're back to normal, or they're a changed individual in the sense of like they have more experience, more knowledge, but they're not like a different person. The next card that we have is the High Priestess. So this tells me that this is Jennie will have a partner that is very intuitive, very aware. We have the moon, we have Virgo, and then we have the moon. So this person could have a moon in Virgo, they don't have to. But also with the High Priestess, we're talking about someone that is very in tune with their gut feeling, with their intuition, and with their emotions. So I do feel that this person is going to be very aware of how Jennie feels, even if Jennie doesn't say it out loud. Or this person will be very empathetic. So when Jennie says, you know, I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling like that, this person will be very understanding and will be very caring and very careful with the way that this person speaks. And what I'm getting is that this person will really treasure the way that Jennie feels, if that makes sense. Also with the High Priestess, I do feel that this person could have a very well-developed feminine side. What I mean by this is, again, being very intuitive, being very low-key, being very reserved in the sense of like keeping to themselves and observing the environment before taking action. So I do feel a sense of like I'm getting like tank energy. If you're a gamer, you know what I mean. Tank energy in the sense of someone that is very slow but pushing forward. It's almost like you're hitting a wall when you like they're always at the forefront. So I do feel that this person is someone that will definitely take care of Jennie and defend her if necessary, because it feels like this person is almost like a brick wall when it comes to support and taking care of people. I'm getting that also from the Five of Pentacles reverse. It's kind of like someone that will be a very strong support and very loyal to her, in the sense of whenever Jennie needs help or needs someone to be there for her, this person could just quietly stand next to her, and that's all she needs to know that she's being taken care of, if that makes sense. You know, those people that they can do that, and the message gets across, like their own presence is everything people need to know what's up. Yeah, that type of person. The next cards that I'm going to take out are going to tell me what type of wife Jennie would be. Oh, we have the Page of Swords and the Five of Swords. Oh, and we have the Three of Pentacles. So the Page of Swords talks about someone that is starting a new journey. So I do feel that based on the other cards that she got, Jennie will be learning how to speak in a relationship, if that makes sense, or learning how to express herself better. With the Page of Swords, pages are like baby energy. It's like barely learning how to do something, or barely growing, starting a new project even. But with swords, we're talking about communication, thoughts, ideas, and intellect. So I do feel that Jennie is going to learn how to express herself in a relationship, or how to speak up, or how to be very honest, or something along those lines. Like she'll be getting new ideas, learning new things, something like that. Also, there's a sense of being of transforming into something more optimistic or something happier, as you see like all this yellow light surrounding the purple. Now that I think about it, if you see it that way, there's a sense of feeling confident with her gut feeling, because the purple makes me think of the third eye, which talks about, you know, your intuition, or it talks about seeing things beyond the surface level that people usually see. So I do feel that Jennie will just be will have the ability of communicating differently and learning from that. The Five of Swords tells me that she will learn, or Jennie will be the type of wife that will always try to avoid problems. I do feel that she will be the type of individual that would like to speak about things to get everything organized. Not organized as in like, get everything straight, direct. Like, okay, let's put our cards on the table. How are we feeling and why are we feeling like this? Like, she will be the type of person that would like to talk things out, to avoid arguments. It's like, let's talk about it. You know, what's your point of view? What's my point of view? That type of thing. Because this Five of Swords is making me think of avoiding problems, avoiding conflict. It's making me think, and it looks very similar to this Page of Swords. So I do feel that it's like she will be the initiator of conversations when there's an issue in the relationship. The other card that we have right here is the Three of Pentacles, which makes more sense when you look at the other cards. This Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork. It talks about people coming together to create something together. And if you look at the stars, it almost feels like a family. But usually when you see the Three of Pentacles, or when I see the Three of Pentacles, I think of work-related stuff. But with these stars, you see like the big star, and then like a medium star, and then a little star. That's why I thought like a family. But also, you see two people right here, and it looks like one person is like not leaning, but like giving support to the other person to go higher. So I do feel that Jennie will be the type of wife or the type of partner that will like to hype up her partner. Like, she will like to say words or work in projects, or physically, like, oh, you need food, oh, you need these materials, which I don't really remember Jennie's like girlfriend reading, but I think she may have had something along those lines of like giving gifts or giving material support to her partner. So I do feel that as a wife, she will do the same thing. I don't really remember her reading. I think hers was so long ago. That's why I don't remember. But you guys can watch it and tell me if it's true or not. Comment down below. But yeah, with this Three of Pentacles, there's this sense of like she will be a very good partner and support for her partner as well, because she would like to work together with that individual. Now, the other cards that we're going to take out are going to tell me what kind of married life will Jennie have with her spouse. So we have the New Moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Okay. We have New Moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. Interesting. Oh my god, this one literally just came out. New Moon in Libra, know you are loved. Wow, okay. So with Jennie, the type of married life that she will have is just someone that will constantly remind her that she's taken care of, that she is loved and supported, and all of these beautiful things. She will be showered with love. Or Jennie will also do that to her partner as well. But here we have Leo and Aquarius, which are opposite signs. And I wanted to point that out. So this is like two people that are very different coming together and clashing, but at the same time balancing each other out, because they have similar goals but very different approaches to achieving those goals, and very different perspectives to those different goals, to those same similar goals. That's what I mean. So yeah, with a new moon in Leo and a new moon, we have 3 new moons. So definitely a new beginning, a new journey, a new chapter. So this tells me that when Jennie gets married, or if she gets married, it will be a life-changing experience for her as an individual. Like, yeah, her life is going to change, but also her way of seeing things and her way of acting will definitely change as well. So yeah, confidence is your key to success tells me that she will have a married life where two people are like hyping each other up to be the best version of themselves, to constantly improve and develop and achieve their dreams and make their goals come true, and working together even if it's necessary to achieve those goals and those dreams. So I do feel that this is what is it called? I don't know, but this is like what people aspire or look up to when they talk about like power couples. That's what I was thinking. There you go. Like this seems to be like a type of like power couple dynamic that people usually talk about when you have two individuals that are helping each other grow constantly. So confidence is your key to success. I do feel that both of them coming together will bring a lot of confidence to both of them. And there's a sense of complete loyalty coming from Jennie and her partner, like being very loyal to each other. The other card that we have is bring love into the situation and know you are loved. So I do feel that both will constantly remind each other that they care for each other, that they love each other, and that they will always be there for the other, and that they will always have each other's back, that type of thing. When you have Aquarius and Libra energy, we have two air elements, so this will definitely be very verbal and vocal. Communication and conversations are going to be very important. We have purple on both of them, so there's a very deep, intuitive, or soul binding between both of them. Something that calls out to each other, or something along those lines. Like they definitely care for each other in a very deep level that can only be felt and maybe understood, but not necessarily talked about. But yeah, I'm feeling a sense of helping other people, being very generous to others, and also Libra is about the other. So in astrology, Libra is usually talking about partnerships. So I do feel that they could both, if they're both in the same industry, they will work together to help other people, or if not, they will put time aside to work in charity or to help other people or something along those lines. With these three cards, I'm getting a strong sense of being under the public's spotlight, so I'm not surprised if that comes through, that maybe people will look up to them a lot, or they will always be under the eye of the public constantly. Now, the last question that we have right here is just going to be, what will be the reaction of the public when the marriage news comes out for Jennie? We have the Two of Swords reverse. We have the Three of Swords afraid. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Many people are not going to be very happy with the news of Jennie getting married because, okay, it doesn't seem super bad necessarily. Because we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. It talks about heartache. It talks about difficulties in that sense. With the Two of Swords reversed, it feels like, decisions or like not knowing how to react. So I'm getting a sense of like mixed reactions. Like people don't really know what to say or how to think or stuff like that. So I do feel that there will be mixed reactions. People will not really, like, I feel that many people will be kind of speechless. Like people are not going to know how to react up to the news coming out. I also feel there's a sense of being very split. Like with this Two of Swords, you have like two options, right? They don't necessarily have to be opposing options. They're just not the same. But with it being reversed, I'm getting like a strong, like almost like splitting the sea apart. There's, or like an earthquake. Like it's like a very big division. That's what I'm getting at, right? So I do feel that the public will be very divided as to how they feel about Jennie getting married. Some will be very heartbroken. Some people are not going to be very content with it at all. But then we have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups talks about an offer. So I wouldn't be surprised if the first thing happens, like, the news comes out and it's like, Jennie's going to get married. And then people are like, I'm the one she's going to get married to, or, will you marry me, and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if people make comments like those. When the news comes out. I don't know why. I think it's because the Knight of Cups talks about an offer, a confession or an offer, usually emotional. So like an offer, like, will you be my partner? Will you be in a relationship with me? Or if it's not necessarily romantic, it will be like, let's be friends or stuff like that, right? So that's why with this Knight of Cups, there's a sense that some people are going to be reacting like that. Or in the other hand, the Knight of Cups is Pisces energy, so I do feel that many people will be very empathetic, empathetic and sympathetic of the situation. And so what I mean by that is that people are going to be pretty content with it, pretty happy, and are going to be like, she's happy, I'm glad she's happy, I wish her the best, I hope she's content, I hope they're happy together and they have a good life together. If it's meant to be, I hope that it all works out for them, but it feels very split. Like, some people are going to be totally against it, while other people are going to just be sending their best wishes and their best regards. But yeah, the Three of Swords jumped out like a sore thumb, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually the most, it makes sense that will be like the most prominent reaction in the public. But yeah, I'll leave that there and I'll jump onto the next person, which is Rosie. So now that we have finished with Jennie, let's jump into Rose's reading and figure out what type of married life she will have and all of that. So there's different questions. The first question is Rosie or Rose thinking of marriage right now? We have the Seven of Cups, or the Seven of Summer. We have Awakening. Oh. And we have the Ace of Winter, or the Ace of Swords. The Awakening card is a Hangman reverse. So, is Rosa thinking of marriage? Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. She is. We have the Seven of Summer, and that talks about having different options, having different cups. So, yeah, the first thing I heard with the Seven of Summer was that she has a lot of different options. So, she may have a lot of offers, not necessarily proposal, like marriage offers, or maybe she does, I don't know. But she may have a lot of people that kind of confess to her or talk to her, and she is giving like a mental note of like, this one's not that bad. Oh, that one's okay. Maybe, And here with the Seven of Summer, you see a little rainbow. So this tells me that she has found bits and pieces. She has found people that all have like a piece of what she desires in an individual. But yeah, it feels like right here I was reading what it says, and it says your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. And funnily enough, the card that is right next to it is the Awakening, and to me this seems like a very pensive, like thinking type of card. With the Awakening, it makes me think of an individual that is putting themselves upside down and thinking, trying to see things from a different point of view, trying to see things from a different perspective, trying to test the waters of sorts, that kind of energy. Trying to see the full picture. But the other card that also makes me think of overthinking and overanalyzing is also the Ace of Winter. The Ace of Winter, we're talking about swords, and swords is an air element that talks about our communication, our thoughts, and our intellect, our reasoning. So I do feel that there's a sense of maybe thinking a lot, potentially. Also is making me think that these two cards have like an intuitive, like spiritual type of energy to them. So I do feel that Rose is very good at like analyzing people and figuring out what they're all about, and because of that she's constantly thinking, because she's able to see the potential that people have, and she's able to see where they're at right now. So she is able to see, okay, this person is at this state right now, but I know they have a lot more to offer. I know that they'll reach a point where they'll have more things that I want and I desire in a partner. So there is a sense that she is already thinking about marriage, and she has a lot of options or a lot of proposals potentially, and she's already analyzing and like weighing down her options, like, is this a good one, is this not a good one? And the fact that she got Summer, or she got Cups, it kind of tells me that she may be very excited at the idea of, getting married. I don't really know how, the members are, so I don't know if in interviews she may have already mentioned something or talked about it. But if she has, then feel free to tell me down in the comments, and I would love to read to know if I have asserted correctly. So the next question is going to be, what type of spouse will Rose get? But the first card that I'm going to take out is what type of partner she wants. Oh, we have the tarantula. And then I'm going to ask, what type of partner does she need? We have the hummingbird, but I'll take the starfish since it came up right. Okay. Okie dokes. So the type of partner that Rose wants is someone that has found their purpose in life, someone that is constantly taking action for their goals and their dreams, and someone that is even a little bit shy or keeps to themselves, because to me tarantulas feel like very shy creatures. However, she also wants someone that is intimidating and scary, so yet very gentle and caring. So I do feel like that's the type of partner that she wants, someone that has found their purpose and they're working towards that. But now let's try to figure out what type of partner Rose needs. And we have the hummingbird and the starfish. So we have air element, and then we have water element. It feels, with the hummingbird, it makes me think of someone that has a very pleasant voice, someone that knows how to speak, someone that's very charming, someone that's very versatile, because hummingbirds can fly in any direction. And what I mean by that is that they can fly backwards if they want to, or up and down. They don't have to like turn their heads and fly in that direction. That's what I mean. In case for you that don't really know how birds work. And then we have a rainbow, and we have the light in the shadow. So I do feel that Rose needs an individual that is filled with light, that's filled with optimism, that it's filled with happiness, and someone that's very cheerful and has a very good outlook on life, someone that can light up the room that they're in, someone that can bring a lot of happiness and joy to other people as well, with only the way that they present themselves, the way that they speak, the way that I feel someone that's very charming as well, or someone that has a very pleasant voice, or someone that's very eloquent, someone that is able to effectively process their thoughts and their reasoning and their logic and bring it out almost in a very poetic type of way. They're very good at how they speak. You could even be a very good singer, because a hummingbird makes me think of like music and songs and stuff. So, or someone that enjoys music as well. Now the other card that we have right here is the starfish, and that one has orange. So, and starfish are people that live under a rock. Okay, I'm joking. This is not Patrick. What I mean with the starfish is that she needs a partner that is also very emotionally stable. Someone that is very in tune with how they feel. They're very confident with how they feel. And they're also very confident expressing those emotions and connecting to their heart. Because of the water element, is making me think of emotions, creativity, intuition. So someone also that's very intuitive. So it makes me think that she needs an individual that is able to really follow their gut feeling. Is also very good at connecting to that side of themselves that many people may want to ignore because they may find it as a weakness. This person finds it as a strength. This makes me think of like she needs a partner that is able to just sit in silence and just think deeply about how they feel about things. And I feel that because this person does that, it makes them very charming and eloquent, because this person has thought about things, so they know how to speak up. They know how to say what they think, because they have thought about it deeply enough to know how to say it and how to convey it, because they understand themselves. So I do feel that there's a very strong sense of understanding themselves. Also with the starfish, I'm getting this sense of Rose needs a partner that is very good at regenerating themselves. you know what I mean, but let me explain a bit more. It's like if this person goes through a very difficult time, this person will be very good at just bringing themselves back together. Again, that's because they're very stable. So if something bad happens, or they lose something, or there's a sense of rebirth, this person is very good at being like, okay, that happened. Now let me bring it back. You know, they dwell in their emotions, they feel it, they understand them, and it's like, okay, that happened. Time to bring myself back together. Now, we're going to ask, what type of spouse will Rose get? Let's just get more info. We have the Six of Swords. Perfect. Ah! The King of Swords. The King of Swords was running away. Ah! And then the Ten of Cups. I'll put it upright, even though I'm not too sure if it was upright or reversed, since I kind of caught it sideways. That's actually very nice. If you guys start seeing that my nose is getting red, it's because I'm like blowing my nose and it's starting to burn. Okay, anyway. Back to Rose's reading. So the type of spouse that she will get, we have the Six of Swords, which tells me this is a person that knows how to walk away from conflict. I didn't mention that she needs someone that is very eloquent and charming. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person is very good at avoiding problems and wiggling their way out of issues. So if someone is like, what do you say about me? This person was like, oh, I said this and that. And then boom. Crisis averted. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. But also with this Six of Swords, usually is the energy of someone that is like moving away from troubling times. Someone that is like, this issue is out of my control. I don't like this. I don't want to be in this situation. Like, walk away to something calmer. You know, here there's a promise of a new home, new land, and a calmer situation. And Swords energy talks about our thoughts or ideas and speech. So I do feel this person is very good at like calming people down, or this person is very good at avoiding problems, or is very good at solving problems and calming the situation. Especially because we have the King of Swords right next to it. The King of Swords talks about someone that is very good with their words, someone that is very mature, someone that knows how to think, someone that knows how to effectively speak what they think, and is very good at making decisions, even though it's Libra energy, which Libras are known to be indecisive. When you have Libras are cardinal signs, so they can make decisions. It's just that they're thinking of all the points of views and perspectives, and in this case, thinking about the other person and how situations will be. So I do feel that this person has like a combination of water and air energy. So communication is very important, but this person is not detached from their emotions, because we have Cups energy right here. So this definitely tells me that this is a person that is very aware of their feelings, is very aware of how they think about things, and is very good at connecting both sides. I want to say as well. So I don't know where that came up as well. But yeah, with this King of Swords, it tells me that this is someone that at first hand could seem very cold and distant, but in reality, this person understands the value about being impartial or being fair, and in a way is very good at, has a very strong sense of justice. And I do feel that this is someone that a lot of people look up to in a way, or that when this person comes in, people are like, I understand why, like, what's all the fuss about, and stuff like that. Oh, I thought I saw a bird. But here you can actually see the sword in red. And I want to mention that the sword pointing up shows someone that is very aware of how to speak up, and is very, you know what I thought of? You know how they say that the pen is mightier than the sword? I thought about this, so maybe this person could be a writer. Or again, it's just symbolizing the words and speech. This person understands the power of words. Now, the other card that we have right here is the Ten of Cups. This tells me that this person is waiting to make a family. This person wants to find a very loyal, strong, and beautiful partnership. this person wants to have somebody else as their partner and have like their hearts connected. I can almost feel my throat clamping up at just the thought of that. Or like I felt some pain right here. Oh yeah, I have a camera right here. I can tell you. I felt some pain right here as I was saying that. So that could mean something. But yeah, with this 10 of Cups, it's like this person is going to be very, very happy and content to have a partnership, to fall in love, to make a family, to provide for their family. This person is looking forward to having a future like that, happy, filled with optimism, and that's their end goal almost. Like that's what they're striving for and aiming for. The next question that we have right here is going to tell me what type of wife Rose will be. So let's figure that out. We have the Hermit reverse. A bunch of cards came out, but I only want 3. Oh. Ah! 3 cards came out. I wanted 3 in total, but I'll take that. So we have the Hermit reverse. We have the 5 of Wands reverse. The Judgment reverse. And the Emperor reverse. So out of the 4 cards, 3 of them are major arcana, which tells me that marriage and being a wife and stuff is a big deal for Rose. Or at least to her soul is a very big deal. Like it's an important chapter in her life, and it's necessary for her growth as a person. So with the Hermit reverse, okay, I actually want to talk about the 5 of Wands reverse. So the 5 of Wands talks about a person that is trying to avoid problems, or is averting them somehow, because upright the 5 of Wands talks about conflict, talks about fighting in battles and stuff along those lines. But with it reversed, it kind of feels like there's like avoiding those problems is essential, or it's important, or it's the main cause. I don't know how to interpret the reversal of these cards, because I initially didn't feel anything bad. The worst thing that I felt was actually Judgment being reversed. But technically, this card's being reversed is not that good, actually. When we have the Hermit reverse, we could be talking about someone that is avoiding the need to be on their own in order to grow and learn about themselves and have a better understanding of their views and of their path and all of that. So I do feel that maybe there's a sense of Rose may have struggles to continue finding her individuality when she gets married, because I feel she may focus a lot on her partner or something along those lines. So she may find it very hard to focus on herself, but I think that's because she wants to give a lot to her partner, potentially. Then we have Judgment reverse. So Judgment talks about following your inner calling, following your purpose, understanding when to take action. We have Virgo, Pluto, and then we have Aries energy with the representation of these cards. So there is a sense of, I don't know, transformation is important, because there's also a sense of like maybe Rose lacks a sense of stability and a sense of groundedness, because the Emperor talks about being grounded, it talks about being stable, it talks about being in your power, being very confident. It's Aries energy, so it's a card about focusing on themselves. It's a card about focusing on your personality and stuff like that. So with it in reverse, I do feel that Rose kind of struggles with that, and I do feel that being in a partnership like that could be a distraction of focusing on herself. I feel that it's not necessarily, it feels bad in the sense that like them being reversed is technically bad, because there's a sense of like having to grow, having some backbone for herself and grow and develop herself better. But I don't know, like there's a sense of like timing is off, let's put it that way. So it's So I don't know if it, like, if she were to get married now, then of course she wouldn't be ready because there's still stuff that she has to do, or there's also a sense of like, she would just struggle to not she will struggle because she will want to give everything to her partner to the point that she forgets about herself. So that's the struggle, if that makes sense, that she will have to learn, and that's the experience that she's going to learn when she gets married. Like, she's going to learn how to have a balanced relationship of giving to her partner but giving to herself, putting herself first but also working with another energy outside of herself, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really know if this is like, oh, she gets married right now, this is the issue, or if it's like, this is what a challenge she will encounter when she gets married. I'm not too sure. Or yeah, when she gets married. I'm gonna say when, because it definitely feels like she definitely wants to get married and stuff. So the next cards that I'm going to take out are going to describe what kind of married life Rose will have. Oh, we have new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. And oh, okay. We have new moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine, and first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. So with the new moon in Cancer, there's this sense of the type of married life that Rose will have is very, very caring, very loving, very homely, very nurturing and motherly, because that's what Cancer is about. With this new moon, we're talking about a new beginning, a new chapter, a new phase in her life, and you and your loved ones are safe. I do feel that there's a sense of Rose will protect her partner, and her partner will protect her in return. They will definitely treasure the relationship that they have. I mean, she has the 7 of Cups, and her partner had the 10 of Cups. So I'm not surprised that both of them really, really desire this type of connection, this type of partnership, and because of that, they will both really treasure it, nurture each other, care for each other, and also really care for the relationship itself. So there's a sense of complete loyalty and wanting to protect their relationship at all costs. Okay, the other cards that we have right here is new moon in Pisces, again, a new beginning. With attuned to the divine, there's a sense of relaxation. Also, this is another water card, so I do feel that there's a sense of understanding each other very well, always wanting to help each other, and even wanting to help everybody else around them, because Pisces is a very loving energy. Pisces tend to really love the whole world type of thing, to their own detriment sometimes. So I do feel that both will really care for each other, and in return will want to give a lot to the world that they are surrounded with or by, if that makes sense. But with attuned to the divine, I do feel that to find each other, they may have to be very intuitive to make sure they don't go with people that could hurt them and stuff like that. So I do feel that whoever they bring into their connection is going to be very important to make sure that it doesn't destroy the little safe space that Rose and her partner are building for each other. And there's this sense of relaxation because of the water. It makes me think of a very calm state, a very nurturing and relaxing space that they're both creating. The other card that we have right here is first quarter moon in Gemini, so finally taking action in that new journey. And we have speak your world into being. Also, this is another, I think this is the throat chakra. I could be wrong, but with this card, there's a sense of like communication between both of them will be very important. Balancing each other will be very important as well, and they will create the type of married life that brings a lot of peace to other people, and they will like to talk a lot about the things that they have learned, the things that they want in life. So I do feel that both will be very dreamy, will be visionaries of the type of life that they want, and things along those lines. So they're very dreamy. I do feel that's very big. Like, they're very dreamy. They'll talk about it and communicate to each other, like, oh, what do you dream? What do you want in life? What do you aspire to be? And stuff like that. They're very dreamy about it. So I do fear a little bit about them not being grounded enough. But I don't know how much of an issue that will cause them as individuals in the relationship itself. I don't really know what issue that could cause. But then last question that we have right here is just, how will the public react to the news of Rose getting married? We have the moon. We have the 7 of Cups reversed and the 5 of Cups. Okay. With the moon, I felt that Rose will probably get married in secret. Or I feel that many people will not really know what's going on. Like, either people will be very confused when the news comes out, or she will get married in secret. So when people figure it out, they're going to be like, wait, what? She's already married? What's going on? So I feel that that could happen potentially. Or I do feel that there's also a sense of maybe there's a lot of miscommunication going on with the moon. There's a lack of clarity. There's a sense of not understanding situations clearly because the moon is filled with unknowns and mysteries and the subconscious. I also feel that this is also Pisces energy, by the way. We have cups. So there's a lot of emotions right here with water sign, cups, a lot of emotions. People are going to have a ride with the news of Rose being married. I say being married because I don't think people are going to get news of she's going to get married. It's going to be like, oh yeah, she's been married for a while now. I do feel that people are going to be taken aback, like, wait, what? I do feel that it's also going to be very hush-hush information, so it's going to take a while before the public picks up with this news. Also, with the 7 of Cups reversed, I do feel that there's a lack of information, a lack of options of sorts. So there's a sense of lack, like something's lacking. So I do feel that there's going to be many pieces missing. People are not going to see the full picture fully when the news comes out. Like, it's going to take a while, like, oh, wait, she's married? And then, like, wait, who is she married to? Or, like, what's going on? So I do feel it's going to take a while for people to catch up and understand what's actually going on. But again, it's because Rose is going to marry someone that will also want to have a relationship that is only between both of them or very protected and taken care of. Cancer is a very protective sign and it has a hard shell, so that tells me that people are not really going to know what's going on between them because they want to keep things private. Also, we have the 5 of Cups, so that tells me that many people are going to feel kind of down or sad or a bit upset. Not upset as in mad, but upset as in, like, sad. With the 5 of Cups, we're talking about the energy of someone that is pretty pessimistic, someone that's focusing on the 3 cups that has spilled over and not looking at the 2 cups behind them. So I do feel that many people are going to feel left out or are going to feel kind of sad that they didn't hear the news about this or they didn't see it coming, or many people are going to focus on all the bad and are not going to see the good in it. Because I think the good part about this news coming out is that Rose is just going to be very happy, and I feel she's going to pick a decent partner. I just think I'm telling you, I just fear that they're not going to be grounded, but I do hope that there's enough balance for them to actually be planted on the ground and on the ground. Guys, ever since Rose took out that song, every time we say on the ground, we have to sing as a family. If we don't sing, what are we doing with our lives? Anyway, back to her reading. So I wouldn't be surprised if people are going to be pretty pessimistic or are not going to be too happy about it. Now, I do have to say, this is how people are going to feel about it. I don't think many people will actually communicate how they feel about the news. So this is how they will react, but I don't know how much of this will actually come out to social media. If anything, I think it will manifest in a sense of people are not really going to say anything, or people might say stuff and it's going to be like it's going to be kind of sad. Like, people are going to say things and you're going to be feeling the energy of like, oh, people are, kind of upset, because I feel there's a sense of like people are going to feel kind of like betrayed or something because they didn't know about this news and actually didn't have a single clue that this was going to happen. Like, you know, when news comes out of like your idol and you're like, yeah, I knew this was going to happen, I could see this a mile away. Well, with Rose, that's not the case. You guys are going to just be surprised. It's just going to come out of nowhere. Or there will be a lot of lacking information that you guys will not really know what's going on for a very long time. But yeah, I'll leave that there for Rose. And I will jump onto the last member of BLACKPINK to wrap up this reading. So thank you everyone that watched this section of the reading. I'll jump onto the next person. And I'll say bye to everybody else that only watched this one. Or whatever, or for whoever's jumping around. So now we're going to go on to the last member for BLACKPINK's spouse reading, which is Lisa. So let's figure out what type of married life she will have and what spouse she will get. I almost combined get and have together, and all of that. I have a couple questions here, so let's start with the first one, which is Lisa thinking of marriage right now? Oh, I want the cards to jump out. Yes or no? Is Lisa thinking of marriage right now? Queen of Winter, 10 of Winter, 7 of Spring. No. She's not thinking of marriage right now. So we have the Queen of Winter or the Queen of Swords reversed. We have the 10 of Winter or the 10 of Swords, right? And then we have the 7 of Spring reversed, or the 7 of Wands reversed. So, Lisa is not thinking of marriage, as we have 2 reversals. But based on the cards that she has right here, it seems like with the 10 of Winter, that Lisa sees marriage as something that she's very nervous about and scared of. So I don't know what idea she may have of marriage or what idea she feels like she has to follow in regards to, you know, getting married and all of that, that she doesn't seem to have a very positive outlook into it, or doesn't have a very good idea of about marriage, because the 10 of Winter talks about someone that is very stressed, someone that's very anxious, someone that has a lot of burdens on their back. So usually they show the 10 of Winter as, or the 10 of Swords as having 10 swords on your back type of thing. So I do feel that Lisa has a very negative outlook onto the idea of marriage. Also, if you look at the 7 of Spring or the 7 of Wands, there's a sense of, I always see that card as fighting fears, fighting the illusion of something, like taking action towards what it is that you're scared of and fighting that, or something along those lines. But with it being reversed, I think Lisa, to an extent, understands that her fears are justified, or there's a reason why she's not looking forward to getting married and not really expecting that or wanting that or even desiring that. So she has a reason, I just don't really know what that is. But we have the Queen of Winter reversed, so there's a sense of lacking proper communication, maybe not having thought about it too much, or the Queen of Winter is also Aquarius energy, and Aquarius is known to always think outside the box, always go against the current, always in a sense of a rebel of doing things differently. But with it being reversed, I kind of feel that maybe Lisa doesn't want to it's not that she doesn't want to get married just to be different or something. It definitely feels like she has a reason for it. It definitely feels like maybe there was a person in her life that had a very difficult partnership, and she said, I am dealing with that type of relationship. I don't want something like that. And because of that, instead of, you know, maybe finding the right people for it, she just said, I'm not even going to deal with that aspect of life. Which, you know, respect. If she doesn't want that, that's her thing. But that ain't stopping me from doing the rest of this reading. I I don't know how you guys will take that. Let me just continue. So, this is for the funs and giggles. So, if she doesn't end up getting married, that's perfectly fine. This reading will just be food for thought. So, the next section that we have here is what type of spouse will Lisa get? But the first card that I'm going to take out is what type of partner she will want. We have dragon, and we have the sea serpent. Okay. You know what's funny? I was just thinking, because I've only done this spouse video for 2 other groups, which is Red Velvet and 17. And in that one, I think Red Velvet was the one that they all wanted like a spirit card, but they all got like normal elemental cards. I think it's one member. With that person, it was reversed. So I was thinking, oh, with BLACKPINK that hasn't happened yet. Everyone has gotten like, oh, I want someone that's fiery, someone that's earthy, or stuff like that. And then the cards that they get are pretty in par with what it is that they want. But then with Lisa, as I was shuffling and thinking, oh, no one got that. That's interesting. She got 2 spirit cards, as we see right here. So I find that very interesting. But let's see what type of partner she will need. So what type of partner does Lisa need? We have a camel. Okay. So with the dragon and the sea serpent, we have sacral chakra, and we have the what is it called? The solar plexus chakra. Oof. Both of them look like eyes, I have to say. And when we have spirit cards in the wild unknown spirit animal, we're talking about cards that are mystical. We're talking about like, another realm of sorts. You could call it that. But seeing what it is that Lisa wants, I understand why there's all of this difficulty with marriage. It feels like Lisa wants she has very high expectations and very high standards to the type of partner that she wants in her life. And because of that, she may find it very difficult to find a partner that can fulfill all the needs that she desires in a partner. With the dragon, we have someone that is very knowledgeable, someone that is very aware, someone that has a very good eye and is very observant and skillful, someone that seems greater than life, and in a way very, very mystical and mysterious, and someone that has, through their eyes, you can see the depth that the person has. But with the solar plexus that the dragon represents, we're talking about someone that's very confident, someone that's optimistic, and someone that is very creative. So I think Lisa wants someone like that. Someone that has a lot of power within them. Someone that carries an air that you can't help but just respect. Now, the other card that we have right here is the sea serpent. We're talking about healing with water. We're talking about like the cleansing and the soft energy, the nurture and motherly energy that water gives people as a form of healing. But the sea serpent also kind of looks like an eye, but it also kind of looks like, for whatever reason, I was going to say it looks like a fertilized egg. I don't know why. That's never the case, but right now it did look like that. But I wanted to mention how the sea serpent is the serpent eating itself, and it's supposed to symbolize a sense of infinity. It's supposed to symbolize also, to me, the representation of this imagery makes me think of someone that is divinely protected, someone that's taken care of, someone that is carefully being nurtured. And when we're talking about the sacral chakra, now the fertilized egg makes sense. The sacral chakra talks about sexuality, sensuality, motivation, inspiration, passion, and all of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's why that came through. But yeah, it seems like Lisa has very, very high expectations of what type of partner she wants. And if that's the case, I understand why she may find it difficult to even wrap her mind around the idea of marriage. Because yeah, maybe she doesn't want to get married, but she definitely wants a partner that has very strong, prominent energy of sorts. Now, then, type of partner that she needs, though, it's the camel. So here we have a fire element, but the camel is a very resourceful animal. It is an animal that knows how to survive, an animal that is very good at rationalizing what is necessary to keep going and to survive. And here we have like a blue moon, so it makes me think of someone that is very intuitive, very aware, and trusts the unknown. This is someone that trusts who they are as an individual, and because of that, they know that they have the knowledge and the skills necessary to survive any situation that they may encounter. So I do feel that she needs a partner that is very good at just surviving, a partner that is very good at just adjusting to any change, and someone that is not afraid of taking action and moving forward to the unknown paths that life may put in front of them, or whatever goals are necessary, or whatever actions are necessary to reach the goals that this individual has. So yeah, there's a sense of Lisa needs someone that is strong and powerful, because that's the only way she will respect this person as a partner. That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting here. Now, the next cards that I'm going to take out are going to tell me what type of spouse Lisa will get if she were to get married. The first card that jumped out is the High Priestess. Again, intuition coming through. We have Death reverse. It's Scorpio energy. Moon, Scorpio. Oh. And then we have the Chariot and the Empress reverse. You see these cards? They're all major arcana cards. So this tells me that Lisa will end up with someone that has a lot of, that is going down the path that they have to go through. Because Major Arcana talks about a very, like a cycle that the Fool's Journey ends up being, which is the card number 0 of the Major Arcana, which is supposed to represent, like, you know, the hero of our story in that kind of sense. But all of this Major Arcana tells me that this person is either very important for Lisa, or this person has a lot of big soul changing things that they're experiencing in this lifetime. So with this High Priestess, we have the Moon, which tells me that this person is very mysterious, is very in tune with their emotions, and is very sensitive. Not emotional necessarily, but just very sensitive to their environment and other people. We have Blue and Red, so this tells me that this person is very grounded and rooted on their reality, but at the same time they know how to speak their truth, and they know how to be very honest to themselves and other people. So I have a feeling that this person is not only very nurturing and intuitive, but this person is also very grounded and very aware of the reality that they're in. The next card that we have is we have Death reverse. So Death is Scorpio energy, so this person could have a moon in Scorpio, or a moon in Cancer, or a Venus in Scorpio, or a Venus in Cancer. So definitely a lot of water energy from this person. But with the Death card reverse, there's a sense of this person could struggle with transformations. Either they're very hard or very taxing on this individual, or this person just doesn't really like change, or finds it very difficult to start going through the cycles of transformations and growing and developing as an individual. So this person finds it very difficult to have those moments of rebirth. Or maybe they're very, when this person has moments of rebirth, like they're detoxifying or cleansing their energy or going through their shadow work, it takes a lot of energy out of them to get rid of the old and then rebirth themselves from that, you know, bring themselves back from those ashes. Because I do feel that life may be very, very hard on them. And I think that's why Lisa will need someone that has a camel energy. Someone that has gone through such a difficult path in life that they are constantly in survival mode, or they already know what they need to survive in life, because there is like, yeah, I've already experienced this, I already lived through this, I know what's up. But then we have the Chariot. So the Chariot tells me that this person is very caring, very loving, and very loyal. However, this person is someone that I feel will be very difficult to tie down. And what I mean by that is like, this person thinks about their loyalties a lot before they actually make the decision. So I do feel that with the Chariot, this person is very assertive. This person knows what direction to go, and is very, when they decide on something, that's it, they're unshakable. But I'm getting like a sense of like a Mars energy, or like there's fiery, despite all the water here, it's like boiling water, if you want to put it that way. Like there's a fire in this person. There is a sense of moving forward, taking action, and pushing themselves. But there's also a lot of depth and a lot of emotions coming from this person. So I do feel that their emotions could be what fires this person and motivates them to move forward, potentially. But yeah, with this Chariot, this Cancer energy tells me that this person is very guarded. Their walls are up like you guys can't even imagine. But this person knows what path they're taking, and they're an unstoppable force. But then we have the Empress. We have the Empress reverse. So this is Venus energy. And this tells me that this person may have lost hope of life, or they may have lost hope that they'll find love. So this person has a pretty pessimistic outlook on life sometimes. But then again, I think it's because this person has gone through a lot of hardships, that wanted or not, they kind of don't see what good life can bring, honestly. Because they find it very difficult to believe that there's something good out there after they've been on survival mode for so long. So I do feel that this person may find it very difficult to just be optimistic with life anymore, and I do feel that that could be a difficulty that this person is still working towards, to have confidence and enjoy life and the luxury that life has to offer, and all the pleasant things that it can bring as well. Now let's jump onto the next question, which is, what type of partner will Lisa be? The first card that we have is the Five of Pentacles reversed. The card fell. We have the King of Pentacles. I'm not surprised. And we have the Star reversed. That star looks so pretty, actually. So look at this cards. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. This tells me that Lisa is super loyal, and she will stay by her partner's side with no doubt. She will be the type of individual that will always offer help if necessary, especially with the King of Pentacles right next to it. I think I got this type of energy in Lisa's girlfriend reading. Like she mentioned as if she was right there in the reading. But in the cards, there was something that felt like Lisa will always provide for her partner. She will always give a lot to her partner. And I don't know if the King of Pentacles appear, but if they did, I wouldn't be surprised, because when I saw the King of Pentacles, I was like, yeah, of course, it makes sense. So I don't know if I just got those vibes from Lisa, or if this card has appeared in Lisa's reading before, and that's why I just kind of went like, oh yeah, of course you will appear again, I say to the card. But yeah, with this King of Pentacles, it tells me that Lisa has Capricorn energy very strongly, in the sense of she will provide for her partner, she will work hard for her partner, she will probably continue working in her career, in her work, in her projects. And Lisa strikes me as a very stable and grounded energy for the support that her partner may need. So Lisa is very loyal and very caring to her partner, and she will provide in the physical world as much as she can. But yeah, this Five of Pentacles usually talks about someone that feels that they have been left out in the cold, or they've been left out behind, or they're alone, or they have no one to rely on. But with it being reversed, I do feel that there's a sense of hope, or a sense of always being supported and taken care of. So I do feel that Lisa will be a very caring individual to her partner. Now we have the Star reversed. So this tells me that Lisa is the type of person that may have lost hope that there is love, or she may have dreamt always about something and it never came true, and because of that she may have a very pessimistic outlook in this area of her life, because we have the Star, and the Star usually talks about making a dream come true or wishing upon a star. But with it reversed, it's kind of like, you know, feeling like you don't believe in the magic that something like this could happen, or just feeling like your dreams will never come true. So with it being reversed, I do feel that all of this grounded energy that Lisa has sometimes works against her, because it kind of goes like her practical mind takes over, that it makes it difficult for her to dream again that something good is out there for her. So let's jump onto the next question of this reading, which is, what kind of married life will Lisa have with her spouse? The cards fell. So we have full moon in Aries, a fiery climate approaches. And we have new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. Interesting. So what kind of married life? Oh, there are 3 cards. I want one. At least one. Just one. What kind of married life would Lisa have with her partner? Okay. I'll take this too then. So the other 2 cards that we have is New Moon in Scorpio, go deeper, and New Moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. It feels like, let me hold on to the cards. With a full moon in Aries, a fiery climate approaches, and a new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. We have 3 new moons, which talk about a new beginning, and a full moon talks about being at the pinnacle energy, or reaching close to the end of a cycle. So with a fiery climate approaches, it feels like something good is about to happen for Lisa, or like in her, it feels like there is something to look forward to if Lisa gets married, or when Lisa finds like a partnership that it's long lasting, something like that is faithful, long lasting, that will resemble something close to, like, you know, being married. Like, it will be something that will make her very happy, something that will make her feel very fulfilled. And I think something is going to, with all the energy that we have right here, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, it feels like this is a very quick, passionate, go-getter type of energy that Lisa will have with her partner. Seems like she will have a relationship that will be full on, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's travel, let's go out in like a spiritual retreat of sorts, or like let's go and relax, let's go have a vacation, let's do this, let's do that. So definitely always taking action, always going places, always doing things, always fulfilling whatever goals they have, or whatever they desire, whatever they're motivated to do, they'll do it. So then we have a new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. So definitely always doing things, always going for it. But here it almost feels like it's advice for Lisa or her partner to just find each other already, just start doing things to slowly come together. The other card that we have right here is New Moon in Scorpio, go deeper. So I definitely feel that there's a sense of getting more in tune with their hearts, being more, definitely having a very spiritual connection with each other, or having a very deep understanding of each other and the connection and what it means for each other. So with a go deeper, it definitely feels like starting a chapter where it's filled with very deep roots and very deep waters, and filled with passion and love as well. So I do feel that there's a sense of, there's a almost a spiritual understanding of each other that many other people will not really understand fully. And the last card for this question is New Moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. So I do feel there might be a lot of difficulties or a lot of challenges that will have to be overcome by Lisa and her partner. So this Sagittarius card is just advising them, or just trying to help them figure out that, to focus on the positive. I think my sister mentioned this whole thing of like, when things are very difficult in a relationship or in a partnership, the best thing that both can do is focus on all the good things that happen. I don't know where she read it, but she read somewhere that when you are in a partnership, or like when you get married, the best thing that you can do is cultivate a lot of positive or fun memories. So like that when a difficult time happens, those can be like the support or the thing you can go back to remember, okay, this is what I'm fighting for, this is why we're still together, and stuff like that, because difficult moments will always pass in a relationship. But with all of that with all of that said, let's jump onto the last section of this reading, which is, how will the public react to the news of Lisa getting married, if she gets married? Hi. Okay, the card just went out like that. So the first card that we have is the Seven of Cups upright. We have the King of Wands reversed. Oh my god. We have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Three of Swords reversed. Okay, so I saw the King of. Oh, then we have the World. The World. You heard me. The Wheel. The Wheel was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I think it's going to be very difficult on Lisa, because a lot of people are not going to be very content with the news, especially because we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands reversed. So with the cards right here, it feels like there's also a sense of mixed reactions with the public, but the biggest thing is that it seems like it's going to be very hard. The news is going to be very hard on Lisa and her partner, because we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, which reversed, which to me it feels like, of course it talks about a partnership when you have the King and the Queen is like, a pair, but it also feels like with them being reversed that they're not both at their peak of energy. They're not shining brightly with confidence and with with optimism and happiness. This is kind of like, with them being reversed, it's kind of like they're not fully in the energy that they want to be in. So yeah, but with the Seven of Cups, I wanted to talk about this one. So the Seven of Cups definitely feels like the energy that the public will have to the news of Lisa getting married, if that were to happen. I say if because she seems so against it that maybe she won't get married. But I'm saying this because usually the Seven of Cups talks about potential blessings, and then it also talks about potential curses. That's what I read once. And then I also read once that the Seven of Cups was supposed to symbolize like the seven sins of sorts. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that with this Seven of Cups, there's options. There's different paths. There's multiple cups that someone can choose from. So again, this is where I'm getting the whole like mixed messages type of thing, right? Some people are going to see this news as like, oh, I'm glad for Lisa, and other people are definitely going to be against it. However, that is like That's like basic boohoo. That's what we have heard unlike the other like the other 3 members that I've read for. However, the main thing with Lisa's reading is that I do feel that Lisa and her partner will have a very difficult time with whatever reaction the public has. Like, I feel both really care or really want a positive reaction from the public, but I don't know if they're going to get that. So they're going to be very like stressed out about it, or they really want to hear something good, and when they hear the mixed reactions, they're going to be like, I don't know. I think it's going to bring their morale down a little bit. That's what I'm getting at. But we have the 3 of Swords. When I saw the 3 of Swords, I got scared. I was like, oh, heartbreak, heartache, difficulties, challenges. That sounds like a challenge too. But with the 3 of Swords reverse, it could also mean like, you know, someone that's healing those, you know, the heartbreak, healing that heartache, and slowly coming out of that energy. So I do feel that it's kind of positive, especially because at the bottom of the deck we had the wheel. The wheel talks about, you know, things are moving again, the cycle is ending. The wheel is number 10, so yeah, the end of a cycle. Here we have the energy of all fifth signs. What is that? Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius energy. You know, fifth signs, people that really know what they want, really know what they value, and they're unshakable in that sense. But with the wheel is like a sense of fate and destiny, and things are moving again. So I do feel that even if the initial reaction of the public is kind of mixed, like it's kind of like, yeah, some positive ones, some bad ones here, and even though this will be like nerve-wracking for Lisa and her partner, I do feel that there is hope that things are going to get better. With the 3 of Swords reverse, it kind of feels like people will eventually come out of that heartbreak, or, you know, Lisa and her partner will kind of go out of that heartbreak and that pain and that frustration. And slowly with the wheel, we have a sense of things coming out into a positive outlook, or things are working out as it was planned by destiny and fate. So, with all of that said, I will leave that there for BLACKPINK. That's all I have to say for this reading. I hope you really liked this reading. I hope you really liked it. This is just the outro in general, not just for Lisa's. I don't really know who watches the outros, but if you do, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Or if you're jumping around, you're still staying at the end somehow. Yeah, thank you for all the love and support you've been giving my videos. Since I was done with all the girlfriend videos for BLACKPINK, I decided it was time to do the spouses one for them. Those are some of my most watched videos, so I'm not surprised if this one does very well. So in advance, I'm just gonna say thank you for everyone that watched this, and thank you for all the love and support you've been giving my channel, and for all the attention you've been giving my channel. You've been putting me under the spotlight, and I don't really know what to do with it yet, but I can definitely say that I'm very happy with all the love you've been giving the channel in that sense. So yes, I guess this is a little gift for Blinks in a sense, I think. I don't know how you guys will take the messages. So I just hope that there's a lot, you know, send a lot of love and healing messages. Send a lot of love and positive and healing energy to all of BLACKPINK, and let's just hope that they have a beautiful life ahead of them. And I just hope you guys have also a beautiful life ahead of you. So yeah, I don't know what else to say besides this is the end of this video. I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and yeah, I think that's it. Bye. This is a penguin dance.